Hello and welcome to another edition of Good Morning Pattaya, Pattaya Channel's very own breakfast show. I'm your host, Nick Pendrell, and joining me, as usual, on the other sofa is my co-host, Mr. Dave D.
Good morning, Nick. How are you?
Very good.
Looking dapper this morning.
All the better for seeing you again.
I'm always happy to see you, especially this time in the morning.
Absolutely. Friendly face. Friendly face.
I've got one question, Nick.
Tell me.
Before we even start with a great guest today, who stole the coffee? Who stole the drinks?
That's it. I drank it all before you came here. And
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
But let's get on to our guest.
Great.
We have an interesting guest today in the form of Matthias from Global Property Insurance.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Matthias.
Joining us. So maybe you can start off by telling us a little bit about Global Property Insurance.
We are a long-time established insurance broker and real estate agent in Pattaya. We joined the market in 2001. And we are focused on the insurance market, and we are broker for all the insurances that exist in Thailand for every company. Most of the companies we join as a direct broker. Yeah. And the good chance for the market here is that we can choose for every customer the best product that we look for, the value for money, where you have the higher coverage and things like that. Right. And the second part that we do is real estate. We are also a real estate agent, also well and very long established, same time. Yeah. We are focused on sales and rentals. Right. And we are a team of 3 foreigners. We are 2 German, me and my boss Rainer, and we have a French consultant, Cyril, who is also very, very long here already. He joined the company 8 years ago. And I joined the company 3 years ago. Rainer opened the company in 2001. And we are located in next to Big C, South Pattaya. Okay. Next, between the Big C and the South Pattaya Road, there's a road called the Duck Square. That's right. So there is now our office, and everybody is welcome to get a quotation.
The insurance side of it, you know, when you say the insurance side of it, I mean, you deal with all the different companies that are in Thailand, yes?
The most of them,
So you broker for these?
We are broker for them. And we compare the offers for the customer. As a customer, come in my office, he say, Matt, I bought a new car, and can you give me a quotation for the motorbike, for the health insurance? We compare them, we offer the customer probably 4 or 5 offers, where you see the different coverages as the liability. Some companies cover only 1 million baht, another one 5 million baht. The bail bond is a main point what we have to advise to the customer, especially for the foreigner, as there is a claim that the bail bond is included, and it's a quite high coverage that there will not be a problem as soon as the customer have a problem with the police. Right. And this can happen to everyone. And also we look that we get the highest value if a customer make a first-class insurance, for example, for the car. Some companies accept the lower price than the other one. So we always look that the customer get the best price for this what he want to cover. Right. And then the main point, what is very, very important for the expats, is quite the health insurance. Yeah. We are really focused on this, as many customers even don't know.
And don't have.
And don't have. And they don't understand the problem that's going to happen in the moment when they become sick and they have to join the hospital. Yeah. The hospitals will take care of you only if you deposit quite immediately. Yeah, sure. And we work with international companies, we work with local companies, depend what the customer wants. The coverage start from probably 1 million baht only for inpatient, up to 20 million baht or 1 million euro, 1 million pound. This depends on the customer, what they like per year, but it's also a question of money, and you should be clear. The more late you start, the more expensive it is.
I think talking about the health insurance, you just said, I mean, a lot of people do overlook that. They forget about that. They overlook it, and they just totally put it to one side. But one of the things that I found is when I got health insurance, which I have, is they were very good, and they said if something's really bad with you, you can have something called relocation insurance, which means they will take you back to your own country. And take care of you. I think that's, for expats living here, I think that's one of the most important things to ask.
This is one of the main points.
I think it is. I mean, that's just my opinion. But, you know, there's some very good hospitals here, and you've got insurance to cover you. But the relocation side of it is very important. And I think, you know, people like yourself should
I had today in the morning, I had 2 customers, 74, 75 years old, and they are covered in Germany, but they move now completely to Thailand. And in this age, it's very, very difficult to find still something, but we will find a solution. Okay, but then we only can advise the customer to make a deductible on the contract that you really cover the main problem. As maybe, for example, we put now $2,000 deductible each claim. Yeah. What is not going to kill you and you not go to bankruptcy. But if you have a high claim, maybe 4, 5, 6, 10 million, but you will not afford yourself. So then you need a solution, and this we're going to find with the customer probably. Sure. And the more early, we in our office, we have the regulation that we only sell health insurance where the customer can choose if he want to renew or not. And we're not going to sell any insurance products for health insurance where the insurance company can say, okay, you have a claim now, we're going to kick you out. Right. Because this is a main problem in this market. Absolutely. And in our office, we only sell insurances where the customer can choose, I want to renew or not. And lifetime, what is also, in my opinion, very, very important, because some of the local insurance companies, they cancel the contract if you become 75 or 80. You cannot renew anymore, and then you have the same problems in 10 years ago.
Yeah. So is there any, you've been talking about, today you had 74-year-old people in it. I mean, is there a cut-off limit to being insured here, to health insurance?
It's depends if the customer can afford it, and they are healthy. Okay, if you are 74, 75, you have been sick before. There is something, so you also have to be clear. There will be some exclusions, some deductibles, some co-payments.
But they are insurable if they tell you all
not
facts.
If they are really, really sick. We cannot. Okay, there's no chance that you have a customer who's going to join the insurance with probably cancer or something. Sure. This is impossible, but minor problems like a replacement of a knee, they will exclude the leg, for example, or things like that, or they put a deductible higher. But the chance is, and I can advise every customer, try it. Okay, if they see in the end the premium become too high, they cannot afford it, but they try it and they see they can get it. Because many customers, they come into our office and say, oh, I think I cannot do anymore. And if they are quite healthy, we still can try. But with 78, 80, there's not.
Well, I think all the older guys have probably got 65 in their head, and that's it. Nobody's
the normal place. The way is with the most companies start from 60 years old. You have a medical checkup in Bangkok Pattaya Hospital, who gonna check your body up. For our French company and for our English company, it's like this. And then they check it up and say, yes, we can insure you for this or for that. We give the exclusion, we put the deductible on this, on that. But the chance is quite high to get a coverage.
That's good.
And I think this is the most important thing for people.
For many years, I always got health insurance and life insurance mixed up, but they're actually very different things, aren't they?
Life insurance and health insurance are very, very different, as the life insurance only cover if you're dead. And here in Thailand, there's also the possibility to do the life insurance. With some companies, we sell the most of the time, we're going to sell Alliance. I come original from the company from Germany. But the product in Thailand is very, very different with the European. You cannot compare it.
Oh, really?
Okay. And most of the people in Thailand don't have the knowledge. Even that the life insurance exists in this way. There's with the cashback in the end. There's the risk life insurance where you're going to pay the premium and to cover your family if you are dead. For example, that your children are safe for education or something like that. And the premiums are quite higher than in Europe.
Oh, really?
They are not really cheap, but it saves your the future of your family.
Sure.
So also it's a very important thing to think about it.
And I think a lot of people don't think about that.
Well, it's one of those things.
Most people don't know it, that it even exists.
Don't know it all,
And as soon as some of the couples here, the foreign and Thai couples, as they try and ask us also for health insurance and for life insurance, if it's in health insurance, it has to be clear, it's a risk insurance.
Yeah.
So many times people have the problem that they not understand that there's not a reimbursement. That you not get the premium back if you don't have a claim.
Yeah.
You have a no-claim bonus in some of the companies, but you're not going to save the money until maybe the next 10 or 15 years, as a life insurance do. Like in Germany, but you not get the premium back.
Right.
This is really a risk insurance. So this is very separate life and health insurance. This have to be very clear.
Yeah.
And and
just to finish up, because we're running out of time. I know the company's global property insurance. I get when I was involved in real estate, I got the question asked: do I need insurance? What is covered? These new condo buildings, if they burnt down to the ground, what would need to come out of the owner's pocket and what would come from the juristic?
So the main point is that the juristic person, the community for the building, they should have the building insurance.
Yeah.
This cover all the building, but except the content what you're going to bring in.
Right.
So we can only advise the customer to have a home secure insurance that covers your content. And for me personal, a very important point is the liability that is included.
Right.
So if there is a water claim that's going to happen in your apartment, in your own apartment, and the water is leaking down to the next apartment, there's a liability. This is, in my opinion, as many foreigners not live all year here.
Yeah.
This is the main point. What is dangerous, some of the buildings, I would ask the juristic person yearly to show me the insurance for the building.
Right.
Okay. As the coverage should be high enough if the apartment burned down, complete, the building. In some cases, some customers even say to us, I want to make a separate insurance for my small apartment. So this is possible.
Right.
But normally, you can check it with the juristic person in the yearly meeting if there's the insurance, and it should be here.
Yeah.
And then depend on the value, how much they make the insurance.
Yeah.
So sometimes have to adjust a little bit.
Of course, for home insurance, of course, if you've got your own house, of course, you can have your buildings insurance.
Then you break it separate with the building.
Do they do the buildings and the contents on one?
It's one policy.
For your own.
And in the end, it's one sum that is insured.
Yeah.
But we can separate the building and the content.
Okay, on the same policy.
On the same policy.
Okay.
So the customer advises us, this is the main cost for my house. These are the main costs for my content. And please give me a quotation. This we're going to do in about 5 minutes.
I think I think that probably not the buildings one, but I think the content insurance is probably overseen the most by a lot of people, and they don't think about that. You know, the building one, of course, if they're buying a house, or we need insurance. But I think a lot of people do forget the content.
We put always the content inside. As soon as we have the customer in our office, we advise them, see it separate, everything.
Great.
I learned it in the Alliance group, it was always like a joke. You turn the house and everything what is falling out. This is your content. And calculate it like this.
That's a very good analogy.
Because many people not understand the way. What is the content except for me? So just turn your house, everything fall out. This is your content.
It's a good explanation.
Matthias, we're nearly out of time. So tell us, you've told us where your office is. Can they find people online? Can people find you online?
Yeah, of course. We are www.globalinsuranceThailand.com and we are www.globalpropertythailand.com.
Great. And this gives a complete list of everything that you
can find everything. You can get a quotation, you send us the email, you can request for the real estate part, for the insurance part. You send us a request. We answer very quick. Even if we cannot contact the owner of the apartment, what somebody require, for example, we say, okay, thank you very much for your request, and we're going to contact you as soon as we have anything from the owner.
Well, all the websites will be on screen anyway, won't they?
Matthias, thank you very much for coming to join us.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Everybody stay tuned for part 2.
Yeah, thank you.